Hi, my name is Marc, and I'd like to welcome you to the Flowers for Analog release show. I will become, I will be something that something else comes from. I will be. Something that something else comes from. Every on the street, every First Avenue, every Lancaster, every part of you, every pile of dirt, every breath you breathe, everything you think is what I soon will be. Every Jenny White, every John Smith, every Jack and Jane, pronoun, letter, or name. Everything that's good, everything that sucks, everything you hate, everything you love. There to keep you strong. I'll be in your blood. I will be inhaled. The pleasure will be mine to come home to you again. I went out and stalked you, but I confirmed that I looked really hard. Was thinking maybe you got married, maybe you changed your last name, maybe you had to disappear. But then I thought to myself, phones call both ways. I missed you, though I hadn't met you, and I quickly had to move. I didn't miss the house as much as I miss being right here. If you looked, searching high and low for every sign, but now we got reverse looked up and the light. But there's somewhere somehow making sounds. There's somewhere somehow making sounds. But some people just don't want to be found. They say be careful who you trust, and that seems to me like some sage advice. You hear it from empaths and got rivers, look up and the light. And there's somewhere, somehow making sounds. Somewhere, somehow making sounds. But some people just don't want to be found. Everyone is temporary, depending how you count. There is no memory, just the decay of now. Do you miss what they did for you, or what they let you do to them? There's never any help in avoiding confronts. While you're searching high and low for every sign. And now we got reverse, look up and the light. Yeah, there's somewhere, somehow making sounds. There's somewhere, somehow making sounds. And some people just don't want to be found. Some people just don't want to be found. Some people just don't want to be found. Nothing in the last song happened, and everybody died. Nobody can hear this song since no one is alive. That is all I'm saying now, and it's totally true. Music can heal, but sometimes that stuff will kill you too. Okay, not everyone's dead, but more than are currently around. So many obituaries, so many birthday clowns, all our deceased ancestors and disinvited guests. One could argue dying is the leading cause of death, and who would even argue with you if everybody else is real dead too? Nothing in the last song happened, and everybody died. Nobody can hear this song since no one is alive. And that is all I'm saying now, and it's totally true. Music can heal, but sometimes that stuff will kill you too. I tried to call my cousin, but everybody's dead. And it's tough to be like Omega Man and get it through your head. So I tried to call my best friend, but she was gone as well. Everyone but me now knows if there is such a place as hell. Or maybe this is purgatory. With my luck, you gotta admit it fit the story. Oh fuck. But I'm not trying to shoehorn in some type of life lesson. This is the first song of mine you've heard from your very own beyond. Or maybe I'm beyond the pale and I shouldn't be making up songs when nothing in the last song happened and everybody died. Nobody can hear this song, so no one is alive. That is all I'm saying now, and it's totally true. Music can heal, but sometimes that stuff will kill you too. One more time. Nothing in the last song happened, and everybody died. Nobody can hear this song, 'cause no one but sometimes that stuff will kill you too. So welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Mark, and when you see me surrounded with, well, music stuff, that's probably that's the realistic time where I suppose, if you want it, you could refer to me as Mark with a C. Now, I want to address a few things. There's a new trilogy of mine. It's not that new depending how you look at it, where you fall on the listening to Mark with a C, the act scale, but I will do my very best to tell you about it. In 2022, I put out an album called Thanatophobia. That came out on Needle Juice Records. Then, I moved on to other stuff, but other people, and I know how this sounds, but a bunch of people picked up on bits of what I was doing, and I was sharing it on like the Mark with a C Patreon, and eventually it was actually Jace from Needle Juice who said, yeah, I want the follow-up. And I'm like, what do you mean the follow-up? And next thing I knew, I was like, wait, shit, I am making a trilogy, aren't I? Nobody's more surprised about that than me. So Thanatophobia, I put it out, but I did not realize that I was making a trilogy. The second part in that is called Please Believe in Yourself, Alright. To me, it felt like the middle of a trilogy. I was really surprised at how it seemed to really hit people. And by the way, I'm very flattered. The third record in the trilogy is the one that came out today, March 1st, 2024. Well, at least that's the date you're seeing this, if you're seeing this. That record's Flowers for Analog, and the whole trilogy is called Flowers for Analog. And here in a block, I played a handful of songs from it. I played Every Lancaster, I played People Don't Want to Be Found, and that one that you just heard was the last song, Part 2. Not going to do everything from the record today because I want there to be things for you to discover. This is sort of like the Cliff's Notes of what that record could be like if you were into it. And you can be into it. There are myriad ways to do it. If you want to pick up the limited vinyl copies, as of this taping, I don't know how many are left. But markwithac.bandcamp.com, and if you already purchased it, thank you. You've basically kept this record in the Bandcamp top 10, which is wild considering how limited it is. For basically since the day that it was announced, and I can't thank you enough. Now I need to address why this isn't live, because I really wanted to do this one live. There's a couple reasons, and I won't go on too long about them. Though it looks like a performance area that I'm standing in, right? It's actually in the house that I live in, and the house that I live in had a pretty major problem. I mean, like, physically the house itself. And I didn't know how much was going to have to change very quickly. I didn't know if this would even be possible for me to run live on Twitch when I do the Friday masses every single month. That made me real sad. But then this morning, now listen, if you don't know, I basically am chronically ill. Cancer gave way to a myriad of other problems, and those other problems are really the big ones, not the least of which is short-term memory and a few dementia-like symptoms. On top of that, though, I was trying to ignore it when I woke up 2 days ago, kind of with a stuffy, plugged head, and it's the third day, and I couldn't ignore it anymore, and I had to go, yeah, I got a cold. So, I don't sound like normal. These songs are a lot darker than Mark with a C records have been, even in Phase 2. But I thank you for your support, and I thank you for your interest in this. And while this is, especially Flowers for Analog, the last part of the trilogy, while it is exceptionally personal, I hope you get what you need out of these songs. Let's move that up one fret. So I'm going to play 2 more from it, then we're going to move on to a few more from the trilogy, and who knows, maybe there'll be bonus features. It depends how my throat holds out, because once I press record on these, I don't do retakes. That's the show, because that's the show you would have gotten if I had to do it live right now. This one is
I believe it was the second music video that was released to let people know, hey, Flowers for Analog is a thing and you can get it. This one, if you want to know where the title comes from, I'll tell you. It's actually a Homestar Runner inspired reference. It's not a direct reference, it just is. And the song is called Closure-esque.
I can't take it anymore. Too many windows and unlocked doors. Each bit of info I'm picking clean for how the hell it applies to me. When I can't tell you what I've had for lunch, or if I've had breakfast in the last month, yet I'm treated like I'm 23, able-bodied, sane and healthy. While there's constant reminders of what I can't do, there's laughing and petty when you notice too. So why does this get a space on this timeline when you can't keep track of time? We've had enough to know we've had enough, but we don't know who constitutes us. I don't deserve admiration unless I've done something admirable, I guess. So, this respect for sticking it out while I'm fighting ideation yet again is not the compliment you might have initially thought. I'm fucking tired of being strong. There's constant reminders of what I can't do, laughing and petty when you notice too. And why does this get a space on this timeline when I can't keep track of time?
Now here is the first song that was released to announce Flowers for Analog, and in a lot of ways it was a really deceptive single. It made, I think it represented the album like, hey, more upbeat tunes from your old pal Marc, and it's not. But I thought it was obvious in the lyrics that this is not a happy song. It's just energetic. I think, well, you know, I'm just not the first person to do kind of happy sounding music with negative lyrics. But I don't see this one as negative, because what I think is in there is the hope. And that's what I think is in this whole trilogy. It's very different from another trilogy I did called the Obscurity Trilogy. The hope was a big, big, big part of it. But in this one, it's a different hope. It's a really personal hope, and one that I hope that people who can relate to it find that hope within. However, if you don't relate to the album, it might just seem dark. Well, one thing that I have noticed is those who already have this record, if they've noticed exactly how many intersections there are between one song and then a song on a previous record, they have not told me. That's not the end of the world, though. So, as I play this track that I really love from the album, and then we move into one from Please Believe in Yourself, Alright, I ask you to take a listen and see if you notice. Maybe it'll be good, right?
Every child's a great artist until someone says they're not. Adults who say that shit to kids are just mad they missed their shot. You can't please everyone, please don't try. I can't promise it'll be easy or even be alright, but since the world's gonna kick the shit out of you, remember that all you have to do is outlive the people who kick the dreams right out of you.
child is innocent until we decide we're not. Personally, I trust a 4-year-old over anybody working any ballot box, 'cause they don't care who made my clothes or when I put glitter on my face. And I guarantee they won't give a shit what's between your legs. And the world's gonna kick the shit out of you, so remember that all you have to do is outlive all the people who kick the dreams right out of you. Kids aren't scared of books. Kids aren't scared of drag. Kids get scared of clowns sometimes, but we've never enacted a seltzer ban. Look, I don't make these rules, but you could say I never grew up. That I'm closer to childlike innocence than any of those fascist fucks. Yeah, the world's gonna kick the shit out of you. Remember, all you have to do is outlive those people who will kick those dreams right out of you. The world's gonna kick the shit out of you, so remember that all you have to do is outlive all the people who kick dreams right out of you. Oh, the world's gonna kick the shit out of you, so remember that all you have to do is outlive all the people who kick the dreams right out of you. Takes one to know one, not always, but often enough. Sometimes when you've seen a pattern before, but often when you're just jealous, 'cause if your secret ever gets out, you can't pull that crap anymore. So you gotta snuff out anyone who ever gets too close to that closet door. It wasn't designed for skeletons, and there's already one that you live in. You can live in both if you want, and don't call bullshit if you ever see it again or get caught. You're fake and we all know it. We'll give a chance just to watch you blow it. Playing a trap we do not notice. The irony, the hypocrisy that we only found you fake. Doing the exact same things. Yeah, we're doing the exact same things. And that's bad, so you're bad, but we're fine. Things were better way back when, but honestly, some shit was. TV and radio could be surprising. Oh, and once upon a time we decriminalized love. Soon love might become a thought crime. I'm sick of living Orwell's books. Every time I bring it up, every time I say it's fucked, I'm getting sick of all these dirty looks. I mean, what the actual fuck? Wasn't being alive hard enough? You did not elect them to do this, but they got to do it by lying to all of us. That means they're fake and we all know it. They gave a chance just to watch us blow it. We lay a trap and we don't notice the irony, the hypocrisy that we've only been found fake. Doing the exact same things. Sorry, I dropped my pick. I hope I'm not fake. That's bad, and I'm bad, so I'm never gonna make sense of this shit anyways. And dear listeners and whoever else, you only belong to yourself. There's a reason that you're here when you find out what it is. Please hold it dear. Me, when I find out, I'll tell you in a song and probably back it up in a blog. Life has always been such a fucking slog. Why I should give up now, it's just not clear. So if you have an axe to grind yet it never made sense, it's time to relent. 15 years ago I wondered how you types of folks aren't already dead. We're fake and we all know it. We'll give a chance just to watch us blow it. We lay a trap we do not notice. The irony, the hypocrisy that we've only been found fake. Doing the exact same things. Same tools, same computer, same internet connection. That's bad, and you're bad, but we're fake
give a chance just to watch us blow it. We lay a trap we do not notice. Our irony, our hypocrisy, that we've only been found fake. Cause we're all fucking fake.
And I hope I can rest my case.
And that's bad, so we're bad, and we're fine, I guess. What the ever-loving fuck?
So, friends, it is time for 3 things you can remember from this show if you'd like to remember anything from this show. And, I hope you would. I'll keep them relatively short. But I will tell you this. Even though this is pre-filmed, yeah, you can have bonus features. Just pretend this is live, yell it at the screen, and type it in the chat if there's a live chat. Why not? It'll be fun. Maybe. Maybe it'll be good. Or fun. Maybe it'll be... Anyways, let's just go on. 3 things that you can remember about this show. Number 1, thank you so much for all the support, especially in the last few years. Really. This trilogy would not exist without the support. I'm talking financial support of those who back the Patreon, those who keep buying the back catalog. I appreciate the $2 I make from streaming. That's nice. And past all that, just if there's anything I do that you get enjoyment out of, I really would love it if you'd spread it to like-minded people. That matters a lot to me. And frankly, it's how we find our very favorite stuff, I think. Number 2, I'm probably preaching to the choir on this, but being even this much of a public figure, I believe I have a responsibility to say it. And that is twofold. Acquiring enthusiastic consent before any sexual activity is absolutely, constantly, always, until the end of time, mandatory. Not optional. Also, your body and all the choices that surround it belong to you and only you, and I beg you not to settle for less. Number 3. Alright, look. When I talk about Patreon, or when I say, hey, you can go get these albums from marcwithac.bandcamp.com, it feels kind of weird. It feels like I'm putting on some sort of salesperson hat, and I guess I am in some ways, because if you're DIY, then who should be telling people about it besides you? Because if you've got management that's going to do every bit of it for you, you are a little less DIY. That doesn't mean that I need to take... I hope you get what I'm saying. And it kind of makes me feel guilty. Like, just playing a song for people isn't enough. And I always worry, like, somebody's hearing me say this, and they're going, Mark, I'm sticking it out through your bullshit pop songs. And that's just the low self-esteem. That's just the imposter syndrome in my brain going, hey, Mark, here's a bunch of fucking lies. But maybe there's truth to it. And that's what keeps me rationalizing it. However, I think of this song quite often. Now, it's going to sound like one that, if you're a Marc with a C listener, you definitely know and are probably tired of. But it ain't that one. This one is about businesses that advertise, yet do not tell you a fucking thing. Kind of the opposite of Marc with a C, but maybe a pretty good melody. Let's find out what I'm made of. This song is called No Kidding. You don't understand the business, and I can't tell you what the product is. We provide goods and services for a nominal fee. We're listed in the first volume of the white part of the phone book. But don't call if you have to ask. We don't have time for questions. But stop me if you've heard this one about how the West was really won, and satisfaction's guaranteed if you act right now. flavor lines. We have no need to advertise. Besides, if we could tell you, would you really wanna know? No, stop me if you've heard this one about how the West was really won, and satisfaction's guaranteed if you act right now. Operators are standing by. Call us from your domiciles. Pull out the plastic cards. We work cheaply. If you've heard this one about how the West was really won, the satisfaction's guaranteed if you act right now. Operators are standing by. Call us from your domiciles. Pull out the plastic cards. We work cheaply. Stop me if you've heard this one about how the West was really won, and satisfaction's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Operators are standing by. Call us from your domiciles. Pull out the plastic cards. We work cheaply. Thank you for everything. I'm Mark. I hope you've had a good time at the show. And there can be bonus features, but much love to each and every one of you. In this friendly world, with each day so full of joy, why should any heart be lonely? In this friendly world, with each night so full of dreams, why should any hearts be afraid? 'Cause the world is such a wonderful place to wander through. Got someone you love to wander along with you. And there's a sky so full of stars, there's a river so full of song, and every heart should be this thankful for this friendly world. Thankful for this friendly world. This friendly world. And I do. Thanks. So in case you're typing or yelling bonus features at the screen, I'm going to give you a moment to do that, while I do my best to hydrate my poor throat. It really feels like somehow I got up in the middle of the night and went, broken glass, that's exactly what I want to eat right now. And then I went to bed and had no memory of it. Also, yeah, I mean, well, you've probably heard the Ambien stories. For all I know, I fucking did that. I guess I'll know. Well, let me not be gross. Also, I'm kidding. Not about being sick. Woo, Mark, shut up. Okay, Mark. So, the main set was all phase 2. So let's go back to a couple of oldies. This one comes from the album Linda Lovelace for President, and I love this song. It's fun for me to sing, but I always feel the need now, as a person in their late fucking 40s. Yes, that's right, you've grown up with Marc with a C. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but what I do know for certain is that if you are here, you have probably heard this song. You probably enjoy this song. It's on pretty much every Marc with a C compilation since it came out, really. It's called Jessica, I Heard You Like The Who. But I want you to know, in case you never have heard it before, or in case you wondered, the song, though it was released in 2008, was not a perspective of now, or even then when I put it out. It was genuinely what it sounds like. It was me thinking back to the perspective of being in high school and not understanding why somebody wouldn't be my friend. And then many years later, I got it. But what does it matter now? You know how you also probably stay up thinking of that one thing that nobody remembers but you, and you're up for 9 fucking hours climbing the walls? Yeah, that was one of these, and I worked it out in song. Just like, yeah, it's me protesting a whole lot, but it's also true, so... Thanks for coming to Mark with a C over explains fucking everything. Alright, here's Jessica. I heard you like The Who. I hope you like it today. And other days too.
I've asked for your number, but please let me explain. I'm not looking to date you. I don't think of you that way. Now sure, you got nice looks and a clear teenage complexion, but I'm just calling you because of your record collection. Whoa, Jessica, I heard you like The Who. I do too. Jessica, here's what I wanna do. I wanna trade tapes with you. I wanna trade tapes with you. I wanna trade tapes with you. Oh, sure, you're nice to look at, just a regular teenage queen, but I don't wanna get in your pants, just inside your tape machine. 'Cause Jessica, I heard you like The Who. I do too. Jessica, here's what I wanna do. I wanna trade tapes with you. I wanna trade tapes with you. I wanna trade tapes with you. Now I'm not looking for a date. I just heard that you got stellar taste. I'm not trying to be your mate, just want a high-speed dub of your bootleg tapes. You've got the complete fly that bleeds, the Sebado's import CDs. I don't care about the birds and bees, nor getting to know you biblically. You say you like the violent femmes, I like Jonathan Richman. The Modern Lovers were his first band, and you say you never heard of them. That means that you have never heard their classic debut. Oh, Jessica, I'll copy that for you. I wanna trade tapes with 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 you. She's not addicted to drugs, she's addicted to ice water. She can drink it all day, it's how she chooses to bathe. Rinses out cups and leaves a little bit of soap behind. It's antibacterial, it's cleaning out her insides. What have I become now? I'm feeding her chicken. This gotta stop, we gotta think of the children. We barely work, she can pedal her bike. We watch movies under a blanket at night with her eyes closed and her face hidden. Laughed before the jokes were even written. She don't like coffee, but she chugged the cream. And bought Slurpees for the undercover police. And it's true, I ran away from her button face. I was hoping that her type was just a phase. There's no London in Brazil, I think we're mentally ill. Please forget you love me, go away. Please forget you love me, go away. She braids her hair by tying it in knots. Left her first husband cause she hated doing the dishes. Poured ice water into small plastic coolers. Stays up late just to memorize The Simpsons. At a 0 to her age, and then realize how well she knows men. She don't like coffee but she chugs the cream. She buys Slurpees for the undercover police. And it's true, I ran away from your button face. I was hoping that your type was just a phase. There's no London in Brazil, I think you're mentally ill. Please forget
forget you love me, go away. Please forget you love me, go away. You know, this year is the 20th anniversary of the album that this song comes from, Bubblegum Romance. Isn't that wild? I'll probably have to do something to celebrate. I hope I can. She gave herpes to the undercover police, and it's true I ran away from your button face. I was hoping that our type was just a phase. There's no London in Brazil, I think we're mentally ill. Please forget you love me, go away. Please forget you love me, go away. Please forget you love me, go away. Special treat for everybody. Though this will take a moment to get set up. One, two, three, four. Of a world that is older, I turn the switch and check the number. I leave it on when in bed I slumber. I hear the rhythms of the music. I buy the product and never use it. I hear the talking of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. thank you all so much. I hope that was okay for. Well, that was actually the first time I've done that song in any sort of live capacity. If you've never looked it up, I recommend that you do. Go watch the band Wall of Voodoo. Importantly, find it from before 1984 and look at exactly what it fucking took to do that song. And I went, worthy challenge. But sincerely, as I wrap up here, if you're this deep in a Marc with a C anything, that means that you think differently. Thinking differently is how we get out of all the fucking messes we are in as human beings. That doesn't mean that the weight of it falls on your shoulders, just yours. It means every one of us who is a different thinker, we have a responsibility. And I think the easiest responsibility, though it's not the easiest, might be to just live as we are, differently, but unapologetically, fearlessly. I know there could be a lot of things said about that, especially concerning me, and I know it's the scariest fucking time to do it. But that's why I do what I do. I hope you'll live your truth unapologetically, because despite it being terrifying, it is true. If you don't do that, not only do the fuckfaces win, when you really think about it, when you're breathing your last and you weren't you, what was your life to you? Sorry to make that so heavy, but here's the last part. If you are this deep in a Marc with a C anything, that means you think differently. That means you are a misfit. That means we are probably kindred in some way. And that means, if nobody else told you today, I will. I have love in my heart for you. So, love you. Thank you for absolutely everything, all of the support. And I hope you'll like Flowers for Analog, the whole trilogy. And even if you hated every second of this, thanks for giving me a try. Much love to each and every one of you. And until next time, take care of absolutely everyone and everything that you care about. But most of all, every marginalized person, concept, anything marginalized that you can take care of. I'll see you next time. Awkward walk to the camera time.